research methodology and quantitative statistics for the GRC 605 Unit 4. I am Judy McClendon Redmond, and the professor for this course is Dr. N. Basta. The agenda on my presentation today will be as follows. We're going to be conducting a correlational analysis results. We will do income and debt, income and savings, income and stocks, income and wallet, debt and savings, debt and stocks. We will look at some takeaways, and there will be time for questions and comments. The first slide is correlation test between income and debt. On this chart, you will see the null hypothesis, which is no correlation between income and debt. The alternative hypothesis says it is a correlation between income and debt. The results from administering the p outcome of the correlation coefficient, which is R, and the p-value equals 0.535, using A as 0 equal to 0.005, shows there is no significant correlation between income and debt. The test failed to reject the null hypothesis. There is no correlation between income and debt. So if you will see on the scatter plot as well as the chart, it shows what it demonstrates what I just read to you. On the correlation test between income and savings, the null hypothesis states there's no correlation between income and savings. The alternative hypothesis shows that there is a correlation between income and savings. The correlation coefficient R equals 0.05 shows that R equals 0.91, the p-value equals 0.0, and that there's a strong positive correlation between income and savings. And the test failed to accept the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. And the result is there is a strong positive significant correlation between income and savings, as shown on the diagram to the right. The next slide shows the correlation test between income and stocks. The null hypothesis, there's no correlation between income and stocks. Alternative hypothesis says there is a correlation between income and stocks. And the correlation coefficient is A equals 0.05, shows that A equals 0.199 and P equals 0.018. And meaning there is a weak positive correlation between income and stocks. The test failed to reject the null hypothesis and accept the alternative hypothesis. The result on this is there's a strong positive significant correlation between income and stocks. Now we'll do the correlation test between income and wallet. And on this, the null hypothesis says there's no correlation between income and wallet. The alternative hypothesis says there is a correlation between income and wallet. The correlation coefficient, assuming that A is equal to 0.05, shows that R equals 1.0 and P equals 0.000, meaning there is a strong positive correlation between income and wallet. The test failed to accept or reject the null hypothesis and to accept the alternative hypothesis. The result here is there's a strong positive significant correlation between income and wallet. The next slide is a correlation between debt and savings. The null hypothesis tells us that there's no correlation between debt and savings. The alternative hypothesis says there is a correlation between debt and savings. The correlation coefficient, where A equals 0.05, shows that R equals 1.03, when the P value, P is equals 0.748 value, and that there is no correlation between debt and savings. The test failed to reject the null hypothesis. The result is there is no correlation between debt and savings. And our next screen will be a test between debt and wallet. The null hypotheses state that there's no correlation between debt and wallet. The alternative hypothesis states that there is a correlation between debt and wallet, and the correlation coefficient, which is A equals 0.05, shows that R equals 0.05 and P equals 0.533, and that where there is no significant correlation between debt and wallet. The test failed to reject the null hypothesis. The result here is there is no correlation between debt and wallet. And now the takeaways from this brief presentation is I found that the PSPP software is easy and efficient once you get to know it, get to load it. The PSPP shows positive, negative, or no relationship indicators in relationships. And it allows the user to indicate the significant variables in the testing process, and it is quite user-friendly. Thank you for your time and your attention, and if there are any questions, please submit them to the Unit 4 discussion portal. Have a good day.